Thank you, Harry. Good morning, Mr. President.
Good morning.
When you look back at the work the initiative has done over the years, what's the one thing you're most proud of?
I think the thing I'm most proud of is not any specific commitment or even the fact that we've reached 200 million people in 150 countries, although I'm really proud of that. It is that we have involved so many people at every income level from all walks of life on every continent in this work and believing that citizens can change the world.
President Obama is going to kick off the
He
event
is. He's going to
this
be
afternoon. How would you describe your relationship these days? We've seen you guys all over the place together.
Well, you know, we have in some ways some similarities in our background, even though I never got out of Arkansas much till I went to college, and he was born in Hawaii to a Kenyan father and a Kansan mother, and spent time in Indonesia and Kansas as well as Hawaii when he was a child. Still, we have similarities, and I think, you know, he's got the kind of mind we need now because he's curious, intelligent, works like crazy, and he can juggle a lot of balls in the air at the same time. And if you look at the problems he faces, everything from Afghanistan to healthcare and energy and all the economic problems, and none can be put off to the side. You have to deal with them all at the same time. I think he's doing well, and he's fun to be with. You know, we like to talk about these things. He's busy. I try never to bother him, and if I have some business or someplace I think I can help, I always call either Rahm Emanuel or the appropriate cabinet or staff person. But I have enjoyed my conversations with him, and we had a real good time at lunch the other day in New York.
As a fellow Southerner, Jimmy Carter last week, of course, said he believes much of the opposition to President Obama stems from racism. Do you agree with that?
Well, I would say it in a different way. First, I'm very sympathetic to what motivated President Carter. If you are like him or me, if you're a white Southerner and you spend a lot of your life fighting against racial discrimination and seeing the ugliness that it causes, you're hypersensitive to it and you don't like it. And I get why he said it. But I think President Obama's response was more appropriate for the president. That is, I believe it is true that some of the president's more extreme critics are also racially prejudiced. But I believe that if he were white, those same people would still be against him on health care. And I think that's what the president was saying. In other words, this is a fight we have to win on the merits.
Mr. Clinton, I know you've got a busy few days ahead. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Glad to do it.
Harry, back to you.
All right, Russ, we'll have more from former President Clinton in our next hour. This is The Early Show on CBS.
This portion of The Early Show sponsored by Priority Mail Flat Rate Boxes, only from the Postal Service, a simpler way to ship.